What I love about technology is if you put the time in, if you put the effort in, you can change your life like I did. So go and do it. Now, before we continue, I have a problem with these giveaway videos where people don't watch the full video, and that really affects my YouTube statistics. So please do me a favor and watch the whole video. Go and get the free courses, but please watch the whole video because otherwise it really messes up my YouTube statistics. It's really important that my YouTube stats don't show that this video was only watched for 10 seconds. Go and watch the whole video if you don't mind, because that'll help me. But to incentivize you, in case you don't want to, I've hidden some additional courses in this video. So if you want some additional free courses, make sure that you watch the whole video so that you can get those courses as well. You need to understand about firewalls. You need to understand about load balancing. You need to understand about networks, VLANs, access lists, etc., etc. You need to understand networking, and the best certification, I think, if you're serious about becoming a network engineer, is the Cisco CCNA. And I'm really happy to announce that I'm collaborating once again with Kevin Wallace, and today is your opportunity. Today, you can get not one, but 2 CCNA courses for free if you want to. If you can't afford a CCNA course, use the links below to get my CCNA course or Kevin's CCNA course for free. My big motivation is to help as many of you as I can. If you can support me, if you can support Kevin financially, then please purchase the courses. But if you can't afford it, let's say you've lost your job, let's say the pandemic has really affected things, you don't have money, or you come from a part of the world where you don't have a lot of money. $10 to some people is the price of a coffee, but $10 to some people is a lot of money, and I understand that. So those of you who can support us financially, please purchase the courses if you want to. Those of you who can't afford these courses, get them for free, but spend time learning. Don't just get the course and leave it. Spend the time going through the content and change your life. It's up to you. You have to put the effort in. You have to learn something every day. You have to put the time in studying these technologies and going out there and changing your life. So many of us have done it with our lives. So many of us have changed our lives by learning Cisco technologies. I did it, and so can you. You can change your life by becoming a Cisco CCNA. Don't stop there, but I believe that CCNA is one of the best certifications that you can invest in. It can change your life. And how do I know that? Because it did it for me. My life changed when I became a CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. A lot of doors opened for me when I became a CCNA. I am a firm believer in the power of learning Cisco technologies. Cisco are the biggest networking vendor in the world. There are so many opportunities with Cisco technologies. Networking is not going away. A lot of people say there's no future for network engineers. I don't think that's true because the world runs on the internet. The internet is a network. Companies need networks. If nothing in the world has convinced you that networking is important, look at what happened in 2020 and 2021. The huge move to working from home. A lot of companies are allowing people to work from home and perhaps never come back to the office or only work certain days in the office. Don't tell me that there's no future for networking engineers if the world runs on networks. Now, technologies change. You need to keep up with technologies. If you're in IT, you got to keep on learning. You got to keep on studying. Don't make the mistake that some people have and stop learning. If you want better and better opportunities in life, don't stop studying. I don't stop learning, and I'm a lot older than many of you watching this video. You need to learn something every day if possible. Now, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't get my knowledge within 3 months. It takes time to learn technologies. But if you just keep on learning something every day, it's amazing how much knowledge you can learn in a short amount of time. Things change, but a lot of stuff stays the same. Ethernet is still Ethernet. Speeds have been increased, but Ethernet is still there. if you understand how Ethernet works, if you understand how ARP works, if you understand the foundations of networking, you'll go very, very far. Have a look at this video where I interviewed Ivan Pepelniak for another perspective of why it's important to learn the foundations. Things change, that's true. But if you work with cloud technologies, you still need to understand networking. Just because it's in the cloud doesn't mean that there aren't any networks involved. If you've just got one virtual machine running in the cloud, okay, that's okay. But as soon as you have multiple virtual machines distributed across multiple countries, you need to understand about firewalls, you need to understand about load balancing, you need to understand about networks, VLANs, access lists, etc., etc. You need to understand networking, and the best certification, I think, if you're serious about becoming a network engineer, is the Cisco CCNA. And I'm really happy to announce that I'm collaborating once again with Kevin Wallace, and today is your opportunity. Today, you can get not one, but 2 CCNA courses for free if you want to. If you can't afford a CCNA course, use the links below to get my CCNA course or Kevin's CCNA course for free. If you want to support us, use the links below to purchase. But you can also get the courses for free if you can't afford them. Now, some people would say, but David, why are you promoting a competitive CCNA course? And my answer is, I want to help as many of you as I can. Some people prefer my style of training, but others don't. They may prefer Kevin's style of training. My course is very long. It's a big course. Some people find that too big. So Kevin's course is a lot shorter. Maybe you want a shorter course because you don't have a lot of time. You may prefer Kevin's style, so get Kevin's course. But you may prefer my style, then get my course. These courses, I feel, are complementary. They are not competitive courses because Kevin approaches things from a different angle to me. Kevin speaks with a different accent to me. Kevin has a different way of training to me, and that's good. Or Kevin may explain one concept better than me. I may explain a different concept better than him. Or, sometimes it's just the thing about the penny dropping. In other words, you just get it. It clicks. And it's sometimes just the way that someone else explains a concept differently to me that makes the penny drop, makes the light bulb go on, makes you understand what we're talking about. So use my course, or use Kevin's course, or use both. So I would suggest get both courses and see which one you prefer. You can get access to both courses using the links below. Get started on your networking journey. If you want to become an ethical hacker, a really good ethical hacker, you need to understand networking. CCNA will give you great knowledge for ethical hacking. Okay, so you need to have the motivation to change your life. Don't give up. It will be difficult, but put the time in and change your life. Use these tools like CCNA, CCNP. Use the courses that I've created and others have created to change your life. You need to be motivated, but motivation without a path doesn't help you. I've created many videos, some of which are linked below, giving you different paths to changing your life. Which certifications I'd recommend that you look at. In networking, CCNA is sort of the most important foundational certification to get. And then you could perhaps go and do CCNP or devnet, or one day get your CCIE if you haven't got it already. Technology is amazing. What I love about technology is if you put the time in, if you put the effort in, you can change your life like I did. So go and do it.